13 of the National Football League. All eyes are on Jamar Chase. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Bengals and the Broncos on Monday night.
Thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Tonight, we wrap up the first 13 weeks of the season with a good Monday nighter between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They've been playing well, really well. Winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out. Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit.
And off we go from Denver. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson. They begin the drive with Williams. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 15 carries, 64 yards, and a touchdown.
So he scored his 8th touchdown on the ground last week, and most guys I know, they want to get into round numbers. So, 10 is really the goal, and this is one sport where being selfish and scoring touchdowns is a good thing. Look for he and the offense to try and get him in there at least twice in this game.
So certainly a defensive mistake here in the first quarter, getting hit with a roughing the passer call.
And that hurts not just because of the yardage he gave up and give him a fresh set of downs, but that brought the home crowd into this one. And when you go on the road, your job is to silence the crowd, not energize them.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Throwing again on second down. Wilson. Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Now it's Wilson. And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Here we go. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wilson. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Play action. It's Wilson. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. On 2nd down, Williams. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. There's Wilson to throw. Got his man, it's Dulcich. And he will have a Broncos first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. They give it to Williams, running right. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Up the middle they go. It's Hughes. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Wilson. Out route complete to Dulcich. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 37. Wilson. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and through on Myers. And we are tied at 7. That time a 9-play drive. And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So 4th down, Wilson goes to the sidelines, and on comes Jason Myers for the field goal try. Myers' kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game, and they make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you get the ball, that's the first thing the coach tells his defense. Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021? That's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen go out there and get.
And now the rookie's free. And finally, he's out of bounds. But how about that return? All the way inside the 20 and into the red zone. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this one's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to craft the throwing lanes?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back in the 24. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4. McPherson's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Denver's offense ready to go again. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Wilson. That's taken in by Dulcich. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. They find some open field here. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Javonte Williams with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 17-10 score. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Now Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when your competitors run around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This goes out wide from Mixon. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5. And it's 2nd down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Broncos about set to go on offense. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now Burrow on 1st down. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. The Bengals at 8-3 now. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Open man is Chase, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And he's got it. Touchdown. Trenton Irwin from 13 yards out. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark. How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete from the 21 and 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And way in past the 35 before he's taken down. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. He's going to fire one, deep left sideline, and unable to connect, incomplete. I give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we are at halftime here. On halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Here we go.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here we go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Burrow. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's complete, right around the 8. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And Burrow going to throw again. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst from 8 yards out. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson to throw. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow looking left sideline, incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Brian Burns in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. To try again after the sack. Wilson under pressure, and they got to him again. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Denver. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. This is taken at the 15. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Hayden Hurst, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On third down, Wilson. He'll buy some time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Anthony Jennings in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come back. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 23. It's a 57-yard punt, 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here, as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. Jamar Chase, 62 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wilson. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
From the shotgun, Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing is Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Anthony Jennings able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. Off the draw. Here's Williams. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, that's all. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Wilson. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Dancing to his left. Oh, Sutton, a nice catch. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. T. Higgins, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thing. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This one good for a 1st down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Here we go. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Gotta go. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Wilson. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jamar. Center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdowns.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Jenkins. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. First down throw. Here's Franks. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash, this from 53. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, fans usually love to see